Well, we are back with another edition of In the Circle, and it is always presented by Rawlings, which is the official softball of the Missouri Valley Conference and the NCAA. And today we have Belmont coach Laura Matthews with us, and I know it's game day, coach, so we're going to be quick. So thanks for joining us and taking a little bit of time this morning to chat a little bit about Missouri Valley softball and Belmont softball.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, your season has been fantastic. Just been watching from afar, and you guys were picked second preseason. That's exactly where you sit right now. Your RPI is strong at 60, making a good case for yourself for postseason. And so talk a little bit about this team and the makeup.
Yeah, it's been a really fun season. Just a lot of really good people on our team, in addition to talented softball players. So, we're like every team. We've had our ups and downs. We've had the parts of the year where we've played really well, and we've had some times of the year where we haven't played as well. It's a long season, and I think it's about making sure that we're starting to play some of our best ball right around now, with a couple weeks until the conference tournament. So we're trying to get all those things right to where we're peaking at that right time.
You had a good core group back from last season, and like Bay Enzio and Emily Cockrell, Brenna Bloom, all of them very seasoned players. How important has it been to have that leadership with this team?
Yeah, we have a veteran group. There's no doubt about it. We definitely have some new faces that have been big contributors for us, but we've got several seniors starting for us. We've got some juniors that have been, starting since day one in our program. So I think, once you get those scars, if you will, and learning about, the length of our season and how to take care of your body and making sure that you're doing things the right way. So, there's no type of pitching those hitters haven't seen. They're prepared for all the different circumstances, and they're able to kind of set the tone for our younger players, for them understanding how to do things the right way.
You talk about bumps and bruises and taking care of your body at this point in the season. How do you do that? How do you manage that? And I know there's the unexpected things that happen, but just the everyday, day-to-day things that you guys are doing to stay healthy.
Well, we have the best athletic trainer you could ask for. Her name's Bree Ashauer. She's phenomenal. I think she knows our players really well. She's been with us for several years, so it's being really proactive with a lot of that. Nobody's fully healthy this time of year. There's no team. Even if you've got all your players available, there are some that are just not feeling great at this point in time. So it's about making sure you're balancing the right level of training and practice, taking rest when you can take rest, things along those lines, making sure you're sleeping enough, eating enough, hydrating appropriately. So we're not unique in the fact that we got a couple that are a little bit beat up right now, but we're hoping to have everybody clicking at the right time.
It's always important as you go down the stretch, as we are in the back half of the season. Let's talk about Maya Johnson. I mean, my goodness, what a season that she is having. Number one in the country in strikeouts, and I believe number one in shutouts as well. Her journey has been amazing. Came from Pitt and has battled some injuries. Just talk about that journey that she's had to get to this point.
Yeah, I mean, she's, if not the best, one of the best pitchers in the country. She's just outstanding. She works her butt off. She as competitive as anybody that you'll ever face. She's a student of the game, so she checks all of those boxes. She dealt with a lot of adversity early on in her career, a lot of health challenges that she's had. And I think all of that stuff has helped her grow as a player and a person, to be able to overcome tough moments in softball games, to understand how to take care of her body, like we were talking about earlier, and knowing exactly what she needs to do to be ready to play. She's carried a big load for us in the circle this year. She's thrown more innings probably than she ever has. And she's been excellent. So we're super blessed to have her in the circle for us. She's thrown a lot of big games for us all season, and she's just been electric.
Yeah, it's just been fun to watch some clips and watch the numbers and just see how effective she has been for your team. And you talk about she's one of your leaders, and then talk about one of the freshmen that has jumped in, and Riley Spindler has five, I think it's five, six times maybe freshman of the week. Not only has she been good at the plate, but she's been good in the field.
Yeah, and she's never played third base. This is her first
Oh
year
my
playing
God.
third base. So we threw that challenge at her this year, and Riley just doesn't. I know she's a freshman, but like if you spend any time around her, you watch her play, you're like, you're a freshman. She's just mature. She's wise. She knows how to go about her business. The way she carries herself. She's a phenomenal teammate. And she's just a truly special softball player. Just like every freshman, she goes through ups and downs. She's had a couple weekends where she struggled a little bit. And like when you're typically dealing with freshmen, once they hit that little struggle patch, it's kind of tricky to come out of it. Riley has emerged from it. She knows how to make adjustments. She knows how to get better. She understands her swing well. And man, she's just had a phenomenal year. She's so fun to watch. And we're really excited about what she's doing right now and is going to continue to do in the future.
So why throw that challenge at that freshman? What was the decision making, and why say, hey, let's go try third base?
Because she's talented and can just do it, and she's tough enough. I think we mentioned earlier that we're pretty veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole Hughes has played shortstop for us since the day she set foot on campus. Emily Cockrell is a phenomenal second baseman. We've got experience in the outfield. And so a lot of those spots are just we have established players who've been really great. Third base was a spot that we really needed to step up and improvement. And so we were like, hey, I think Riley can do it. And she's owned it. She's worked really hard, especially with Erin Kuba, our assistant coach, who works with our infield a lot. Just working on the nuances of playing third base. And Riley's just a great athlete. She understands the game at a high level. So we just felt like she could do it. And, she's met and exceeded the expectations we had for her there.
So we talked a little bit about it, that we're 2 weekends left in the conference play, and then you head into conference tournament time. Mindset, I mean, how do you work with your team? How do you approach these last couple of weekends heading into tournament?
Yeah, we've talked all year about championship habits. Making sure that we're not making anything too big. We haven't played our best softball the last couple weeks. We would be the first to say that. Our offense had a tough weekend last weekend. I get a lot of credit to Valpo's pitchers. I mean, they were awesome. And we haven't exactly clicked the way that we might have a little bit earlier in the season. So we've got to get back to focusing in on us and what we do well. So I think that's about. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Putting together a mature at bat, understanding the scouting report, making sure that our swings are mechanically in the spots they need to be effective. We need our whole pitching staff throwing well. So, Maya had a great outing, I thought, on Saturday. Her last outing, I thought she was great. And I thought we had a couple others who threw pretty well last weekend. So we need the whole staff to throw well too. So it's just kind of that culmination of the things we're not doing well. We got to get a little bit better, and we got to keep writing the things that we are doing well too. So we've got two tough conference opponents left, and we know we need to play really, really well against both of them, and then heading into the season.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun finish, fun conference tournament. One last question, and this is it's softball related, but it's off the field. And I want to get this right. You guys won a Community Service National Championship Award, and it's the Helper National Team Service Challenge. Tell me a little bit about that. That's impressive.
Yeah, our team is just very service oriented. Brenna Bloom, who's one of our junior catcher, is kind of the ringleader, I think, in a lot of it. She's super involved in SAC, just has a servant's heart, and so she's over the last couple of years has really kind of led us, I think, in the community service department, and has brought some teammates along with her and we're really passionate about giving back. Belmont in general is very into community service, so the NCAA uses this organization called Helper that tracks community service hours, presents opportunities in your local community to help and things like that. So our team is just very passionate about it. It's really cool, if one of our players is passionate about a certain aspect of service, then they usually bring some teammates along with them. And it's been something that's been really great for our group in general, spending time with their teammates doing something outside of softball, outside of life in the dorms, giving back. Because I think we know how blessed we are. We go to an amazing university. We have this opportunity to play this game that we love. And not everybody's as fortunate as we are. So it is 100% player led. I literally have organized zero of it. And so I think that's the most important part of it is our team is just passionate about it. And I just couldn't be more proud of the women we have in our program. They're so cool in so many ways. They're smart, they're talented, they have servants' hearts. And I think as much as I'm proud of what we've done on the field this year, that's one of the things I'm most proud of.
Yeah, I think you should be, because I think that's fantastic. And I saw that and I thought, that's a great way for the team to give back, just do something a little bit off the field and still promote the program and the sport as well. So congratulations to you and your team on your national championship with the service award, and good luck today in your game. And we will see you in Des Moines at the conference tournament.
Well, thank you so much for having me. See you in Des Moines.
Sounds good. Thanks.